It's not often that I get the camera out to film for you lot, so while I've got the camera going, I thought I'd just quickly take an opportunity to get a text message. Fuck. So while the camera's rolling, I just quickly want to take a second just to say a huge thanks, really. Everyone that's supported the brand up until now, all the people that have placed orders, everyone that's liked, shared anything on Facebook, like Instagram. I know you've probably ordered it all before, but it really does make a huge difference. Every time somebody likes or shares something, it's it never goes unnoticed, and it's always really appreciated. So I just want to say thanks to everybody that's done that for me so far. Okay, so what's happening with Bear Swagger? So recently, we've joined forces with a London-based brand development team, and that's in an effort to help us get into the wholesale market. So look, we want to become one of the biggest names in casual menswear. So if there's any obstacles or problems, I've got to be able to recognise them and to action change on anything that might be like potentially holding us back. So during the last 6 to 8 weeks, me and our small team have been carrying out an appraisal of the brand from sort of top to bottom, looking at the website, the socials, the product offering, basically picking apart everything, looking at the brand image, the colour schemes, even down to the brand name. Like, we've had a fantastic year, and this summer collection just released has been our strongest selling yet. So we're doing fantastically, but I also feel that we're beginning to outgrow the environment that we're in for sort of small independent brands. So I need to start looking ahead so we're able to just keep pushing forward and growing year by year. So during this analysis period, we went out and got tons and tons of feedback, and we had like 200 plus industry professionals that kind of offered critique and feedback on the brand, which was like invaluable. So we talked to like designers at Nike and Adidas, management at JD Sports and Foot Asylum, staff at brands like Six Silk, Lacoste, Superdry, and also menswear buyers from like some of the biggest agencies in the country. Believe me, that was not an easy process to go through. This isn't an easy process to go through filming. But I needed to hear all of it, like the good, the bad and the ugly. The realisation following the exercises was clear, and it gave us a clear, concise list of all of our pros, all of our cons, all the strengths, all the weaknesses, literally like there in black and white. Not to mention being able to really push and drive the things that work well for us. So we chose to work on the 3 most fundamental weaknesses first. So they comprised of a small product offering, a lack of published brand story, and the biggest one of all was the brand name. So while that was a biggie, it wasn't really a surprise to me. It's always been something that I didn't feel 100% sat right. And I think as the brand developed, I feel like we outgrew the name sort of more and more season by season. So it was quite reassuring to hear that those concerns were being validated by so many like industry credible professionals. And now we knew that that was one of the main problems. We can set about fixing it and then coming back even stronger than we were before. So where do you even begin to start with creating a new brand name? Like, this was not going to be easy. So I knew that I wanted to retain the acronym BS, but I wanted it to stand for something that was unbiased, timeless, but still preserve a sense of like familiarity. Siri, pronounce familiarity.
Here's what I found on the web.
Useless. So I wanted the brand name to still feel familiar. So Swagger really stood out in our feedback as something that was holding the brand name and the identity back. So in the search for a new name, I had lists of text, lists of notes in my phone, like physical notes with actual pen and paper. A few of them were shortlisted, but there was nothing sort of like golden that jumped out yet. But then while I was drafting a new brand mission statement, I wrote, I want the brand to supply the very best in casual street fashion while providing a source of inspiration drawing from my own experiences in business and life to progress, develop and evolve. And then that's when it hit me, supply. The word supply, Bear Supply. Bear Supply. It's strong, it's fitting, it's timeless. So I slept on this change for about a week or maybe 2. And it felt for me as right on day 14 as it did on day 1, and I bloody love it, and I hope you guys do too. Why does that always happen? Whenever I record, the camera cuts out. That shows that I'm rabbiting, so I better hurry up. So with the change comes a brand new additional logo. We're going to have a clean and subtle evolution of our current bear logo. So the bear's adopted a slightly more contemporary look. He's losing the sunglasses, and that's going to reveal his like cool sleek panda patches underneath. So I can't wait to show you lot. So these changes are going to take effect from autumn winter 2017. That's going to be released in November, but there'll be sneak previews and leaks rolling out on our Instagram throughout October. So if you want to have a look before everyone else gets to have a look, then jump on there. There'll be a link. There might not be a link somewhere, but I'm sure you'll find it. So I hope you're all as fired up as we are about the new changes. It's exciting, it's nerve-wracking. I suppose it goes to show how much this all means to me. It's not a change that I took lightly. I want to create the best brand I can possibly make. And to do that in such a fast-moving industry, I've got to be able to adapt and evolve. So this is Bare Supply, and this is the evolution.